Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Luke. This is Lukewarm Reviews. I'm talking about Cold War today. This film is amazing. I finally got around to seeing it. I only have a couple of more reviews that I'm gonna do before my end of the year videos, and this was one I knew I had to see. Let's get into it. This is the new Pavel Pawlikowski, I think is how you pronounce it, film. I've only seen one of his previously. It was Ida, and I liked it quite a bit. So I was excited about this. This movie's amazing. Briefly, I guess, it's a love story set over like the course of over a decade, from the late 40s until the 60s, in Poland and Paris and several places in Europe. Ultimately, what this movie is about is wanting what you can't have, and satisfaction, and settling down, and love, and the way that it evolves. It's kind of like, you know, how you're always searching for, like, you know, they say there's the honeymoon period or whatever that is particularly strong when you're a teenager or whatever, you know, young love. And that intoxicating kind of iteration of love is so strong and so heady and beautiful that a lot of people spend their whole life kind of chasing after that. And I think what the film wants to say, maybe, is that you can't always be chasing something, because then you'll never be able to appreciate what you have. And it does so quite well. The structure is gorgeous. It is a little bit short. It's less than 90 minutes, which, again, I love short movies. And this movie is no bullshit. There's nothing that's unnecessary in here. It is sleek and smooth, and everything is as it should be. In regards to the way it's put together, the editing, it all feels the film mirrors the subject matter. It feels very intoxicating and mad and brash, and the selection of scenes that we see aren't what you might think of as a typical, you know, build-up for a relationship. You don't get to see a lot of them, like, getting to know each other, and then the different, what am I trying to say? The different periods in the relationship, we just kind of see back to back, and there's very little connective tissue. But I love that about it, because it made it just so, like, such a whirlwind, which is what love feels like a lot of the time. It doesn't make sense, and it doesn't have to make sense, because it's so beautiful, and this film is so beautiful. Also, the soundscape adds to that a lot too. There's great variety and great, you know, skips between tender and insane moments and scenes. Basically, this film is just very touching, and also a whole hell of a lot of fun, and just mad and lovely. It's so good. It's so good. Point number 2. Is it original? Yeah. I love, again, like, the span of it. It takes place over a decade. I also love, like I was talking about just a second ago, how it's not really concerned with how they met each other. It's more concerned with the feelings, with the gut emotions and the caginess of love. And it's a great pleasure to watch because of that. Point number 3, how is the acting? Oh my God. Okay, so I have a cheat sheet here, because Thomas Scott and Joanna Kulig. I wasn't familiar with either of these lovely artists, but they are breathtaking. This is a kind of an example of the type of performance that has so much to do with the actor themselves, both of these two people I found just so electric. Just being and their connection with each other. It wasn't flashy and it wasn't gimmicky at all, and it was just raw and simple and stripped back. And I really felt for these two people. At the same time as, like, you know, I wanted the best for them, and I could see everything they were doing wrong, and I was like, no, just love each other. You just love each other and let it be simple, but love is never simple. Obviously, as you can tell, this movie has me kind of stirred up. I just saw it. It's great. And number 4, the music and the cinematography. The cinematography is amazing. It's all black and white, and the way the camera moves in some of the scenes, there's like some dancing and some stuff like that is unbelievable, and just adds all the more to the kind of whirlwind that this film is. I feel like I've said whirlwind like 50 times. And the music is really cool too. There's one kind of theme that, like, the woman like sings. What is her name? Zula. Like sings, and there's a bunch of different iterations of it, because they start out in Poland and it's like a Polish folk song, and then they do it as like a jazz number. Music is like one of the themes of the film, so there's a lot of music, obviously, and there's a lot of different variety. There's a lot of jazz and a lot of folk music as well, and it's just gorgeous. So that's Cold War. This movie fucking rocks. This movie's really, really, really good. So go see it if you can, if it's playing anywhere near you. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope it made sense. I know that was kind of, I didn't really plan this out before I recorded it, but I never do. Subscribe if you want, if you liked the video. Comment what you thought about Cold War. Anything else I should see from 2018, last chance. Thanks as always. See you later. Bye.